up, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny. Back here with another reaction video. Man, I've got a ton of comments letting me know that Tom is dropping another video tomorrow at 9 a.m. And they said it could be 9 a.m. because the lyrics video could come first, whatever. But first of all, I want to say thanks to everybody for including me and saying they're looking out for my reaction and already having me going. So I figured I might as well jump to the top. And I'm going to go back and still cover the tracks. I promise, guys, I'm not going to leave no track untouched. It's going to be a reaction video to every video this man has ever pushed out. I promise. But I wanted to jump to the top of the catalog real quick and touch America because that was the most recent one. And I once again, wasn't even a part of the gang back then. Like I said, man, I was at maybe 200 subscribers 2 weeks ago, and now we at 2,500. So extremely grateful. And we're going to keep moving this thing forward and spreading this wisdom. Hit the like button for me if you can. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't. And if you like the message, share the video so we can enlighten the masses. Let's go. Really look like a soldier.
Lately, USA is getting scarier. Half of the Americans I see all hate America. They hate the cops doing their best to take care of us and kneel for the flag and salt the soldiers that we're burying. I'm tired of the pissing and complaining. Why you living in America if all you do is hate it?
Oh.
You think it's brave to take a stand against the nation? Real bravery is dying for the right so you can say it. Dear America, what happened to Americans? Apparently no one's aware or cares that it's embarrassing.
I personally think 1954, sometime around World War II, someone saw that's the time that you could influence America by infiltrating our media. Because we've always had the strongest men, the strongest military, but the downfall of America has been from within, the same way it was with Rome. You know, the threats, the external threats are never our biggest problem. It's the fact that I look at my neighbor as a threat. We got to get past that mindset because there's no way, like you said, man, we're all the immigrants come to America. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Yet I'm dangerous to everybody that's around me. What am I doing outside of playing mind games with myself? And where the hell has Kamala Harris been at? Miss VP, we haven't seen you since you became VP. You went from standing on stage, calling Joe Biden a racist, saying that little girl was me, to calling him on the phone saying we did it, Joe, to we haven't seen you in a very long time. So if someone knows where Kamala Harris is, could you please have her report to the front of the line, please? Thank you.
No one's aware or cares that it's embarrassing, it's arrogance. Our greatest enemy was always slavery and terrorists, and now it's people in the country trying to burn the heritage. I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness. The internet is only interested in left opinions. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment. If you don't like it, leave. We will not defund police. We don't want no riots in our neighborhoods or in the streets. We respect freedom of speech. We protect what we believe. We don't want nobody dead, so please do not tread on me.
And I think that's one of the biggest difference from liberals and conservatives. There's a lot of things that liberals say I think is stupid as hell. I'll defend your right to say it. It ain't my job to tell you what you can and can't say. And one of my favorite Frederick Douglass quotes, I always like to throw some history in there. He said, to suppress free speech is a double wrong, for it violates the rights of the sayer as well as the rights of the hearer.
Nobody dead, so please do not tread on me. In America, the freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you can say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you back your bags.
Oh my God, that was dope. And that flag stuff, man, the Colin Kaepernick thing is the biggest disrespectful. I'm so overly irritated when people, just because they're biracial, the first thing they do is run to the extreme black side. That man has a white mother, was raised by a white family. So let's say hypothetically, if you even did deal with a situation that somebody didn't like you, for you as a multimillionaire to paint all white people with a racist brush, that's the highest level of ignorance. The owner of Netflix is white people. But I've always said being biracial is hard because if you get into that mainstream industry, they're going to exploit you for your blackness. And that's all you want to be accepted. I mean, imagine growing up as a homeless kid like Colin Kaepernick, well, not an orphan or whatever. this black love, this black acceptance, anybody can run to that group and you don't have to prove anything. You just got to say, America is bad, cops are bad. And it's like, come on in, welcome to the party. And that's how you get infiltrated. That's how you get co-opted by government. That's how your message gets hijacked, because no one has any real basis or real merits. It's not really to fix America. It never was really to fight any systematic racism or oppression or any of that. It was solely to make a scene. And Colin Kaepernick could say, well, I watched this video and I watched that, but what are you experiencing in your real life on an everyday basis? Because you know and I know everything that goes on the TV is clipped, edited, and shown to an angle that they want it to be seen. And consciously or unconsciously, like, I don't know when he started this movement if he really thought he had something going, but from the looks of it, man, he's smacking everybody in the face, and he's just making a big payday.
And I'll help you back your bags. America, does anybody know what the hell happened to the Patriots? Lately, this nation is so ashamed and hating itself. Did everyone forget that people died to pay for this ungratefulness? United States gave everything to you just to help. I just want to celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. I don't need your help to understand it was a tragedy. Can I just be thankful for my country eating happily without you?
Like, damn, bro, can I have some turkey and dressing? I don't like cranberry sauce. That's nasty. But I like turkey, put a little gravy on it. Just, whoever thought that every holiday will become politicized? Like, oh, you got to argue about if you want to celebrate Christmas or celebrate Thanksgiving. This is why I say to them, they dumbing us down as Americans. They not having these arguments in China or in Russia or in North Korea. They live in life, and they moving and looking towards the future. And we're not future-minded here in America. We're infighting and bickering. And it's like, hey, man, when you got Canadians loving America more than America, there isn't a problem. If America was so bad, we wouldn't have so many immigrants trying to get inside of here. Just my opinion.
Trying to guilt me for the genocide and casualties? I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't black or white, it's conflict designed by the system. I don't need your pronouns, all I see is men and women. Kids are taking pills for fun while people can't afford prescriptions. If you don't like it, go. Hate it, then don't call it home. We don't need no violence, got no time for all you radicals. Screw your status quo, we're not animals. I won't kneel for the anthem, cause the flag is what I'm standing for. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you can say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag.
Hey, shout out the flag. I got a flag behind me, and I got another one over here in my weight area session. You know, if I'm not mistaken, in a sense, if there's no America, we're all slaves. Like, somebody kind of overlooks that. They always say, well, Christopher Columbus shouldn't have did this. And it's like, well, we needed this freedom. You know, Columbus dreamed of a better world. The founding fathers dreamed of a better world. Instead of spending so much time being mad or angry at them for what they did, why don't you dream of something better? If you don't like how it turned out, then create something better. Don't go around trying to destroy it and make it bad for everybody else. You got the same power and the same freedom that Columbus had. Go create something. Go find a new world. Go build your own utopia. If you think that's possible, you work hard, you buy your land, and then you create it. And if it works, you'll have people migrate there as well. But don't force your bad ways and your toxic culture on us here in America. Let us eat our chicken and our pizza and watch sports in peace. We don't need everything politicized, or we don't need, if you want to put names on the back of helmets, you should have put them Afghanistan soldiers. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just a lot of things that America has been hijacked, you know, and I've stood on this, that they're using Black America to tear up the fabric of America. A lot of us were conditioned to be socialists and communists in the early 1910s, 20s, and 30s. There's a book called Hammer and Hoe that I'll link in there. I think another one called Black Communist Movements in the South, I'll have to look up. And then Color, Communism, and Common Sense, where Manning Johnson talked about that they were trying to re-slave everybody. Freedom isn't free. And I'm a firm believer that the American dream is still alive and well. But ain't nobody going to give it to your ass. You got to get up, you got to work, you got to pray, you know. There's enough food for the birds, but God just don't drop worms in their mouth. The birds got to get out and work too.
My stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you back your bags. America, you can hate the government and still love the country. The fundamental values of America are concrete. Republicans and liberals are dumb, to put it bluntly. They're labels that they use to create chaos and corruption. You can know the history and still be proud of where you're from. Every flag around the world is covered in a little blood. We started out United States divided is what we've become. If home is where the heart is, you should show America some love. In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you can say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. America.
Yeah. Man, I've always said I feel like America is a big family. I personally don't think, this may sound crazy, but if you got siblings, remember when you and your siblings used to get into a fight and your parents used to make y'all sit there and talk about it and come to a resolution? I think that's what America need. We need to sit down as a big family in America and say, hey, what the hell is going on? And what can we do to fix this and move forward? This is family business. And in order for the family to get better, somebody got to sit down and say, hey, I'm willing to take the first step and open the door and have the conversation. You know, you hit your little brother like, oh, my bad, bro. I didn't mean to hit you that bad. I didn't mean to do that. And then you realize it was never needed in the first place. And here in America, I mean, we got rich versus, and I don't even say rich versus poor because it's poor versus rich, because I don't know a rich person who isn't a great person. Everybody who I've ever met that was extremely wealthy was the nicest, sweeting, most loving, caring, hardworking individual. But I've met some poor people who, oh my God, they was mean and to stab you in the back the first opportunity they get. So once you get out of that concept that there's a shortage of resources in America, that you can't be prosperous in America, that you can't be successful in America, then you look at this as different, because everybody wants the American dream. Well, excuse me, I'll say, the immigrants that are coming in America still believe in the American dream. However, natural-born citizens don't believe in that, and that's because our school system has been co-opted. And, you know, there should be no such thing as a Department of Education, if we just keeping it honest. We don't need that. We never need that. Schools don't need to be centralized. And since we've had a Department of Education, our schools have become, you know, government indoctrination camps, which was why we got the mass public that we do. You know, I'm a firm believer that in school, yeah, you needed to learn a little bit, but everything that you need is from the soil. And if you can get out here and you can create something, that you'll get a return on your investment, because that's how we work as individuals, as people. You know, I create something, you create something, and we exchange goods, and then maybe we collaborate on something. But our world keeps us in competition mode. And you have to ask yourself, what does the world gain by keeping me and you at odds with each other? You know, if I'm fighting with you and it's like they're reaching their hand and stealing from both of our pockets at the same time, yeah, we don't know where it's coming from. I'm a firm believer that once you find your purpose and you find a reason for living and something to create, then your point of view changes, and you step back and you look at how we're being conditioned to hate each other, and you understand it's manufactured. You know, the last question I was asked Sunday when I was in California, it said, what's something that you dislike about liberal teenagers? And I said, I don't dislike anything about them, because I understand they only know life based off the information that's been put in front of them. However, I did challenge them to read and to think and to question everything. And I hope your views evolve in 10 years, because it's really easy in the process of life of having a full-time job and with bills and work and a spouse and kids to not really care too much about what's going on with the world or going on in politics, or just look at a news screen and half-heartedly believe it because it's everywhere. And this is the time that, as we the people, that we got to get out of that, because we've been kind of distracted. And we didn't see, and I can't say we didn't see the attack coming for our children or coming for America, but if it's not clear now, it's more clear than ever before that America isn't like. I personally think we're in a cold world war right now, as far as cyber war and with the memes and technology and making us hate each other, like Black Lives Matter and all that. I think it's all mental manipulation. But that's just my opinion. That's just the way I think, that if there's somebody above us, some video game creator that's, let's do this and let's do that and throw these people off. And I've always thought that the government was, 10 steps ahead of Black America. And not even Black America, because I want to say that most of Americans at this point are pretty brainwashed. White Americans only know what's on the media just as much as Black Americans. So I don't know anybody who loves going to the library. That's not the ideal Friday, Saturday night. So because we lack information and we lack knowledge, we have to, look around and we get confirmation bias based off what other people are saying. And, it's the blind leading the blind at this point. A book that I want to recommend for this video, and I think it just ties in with the love of America and just being successful. And because the people who hate America are not probably struggling, but they have some type of grievance in their life. So a book that I want to recommend is How to Be Happy Before Success by Earl Nightingale. Because everything comes from happiness. Everything comes from you being fulfilled with yourself on the inside. You can have all the money, all the cars, all the clothes, all the jewelry, all the women, all the material things, and you can still be unhappy with yourself. So seek the kingdom within. What does a man gain, from all these material things, but he never gets his soul? And we have a world where so many broke people, or poor people, I should say, assume that if they gain wealth, that they'll feel better, they'll feel happier. And that's why they're out slinging mud and they're mad at people. So if you know anybody who's an angry person, tell them to pick up this book, How to Be Happy Before Success. Maybe they'll become a happier person, change their mindset, and realize they can accomplish anything, and there's no one holding them back but themselves. Fire track. Looking forward to the new video tomorrow, as I'm sure everyone else is. Once again, shout out the gang, man. We went from 200 to 2,500 in about 2 weeks. I'm going to keep putting my message out here, and we're going to keep enlightening the world and showing that America's a pretty cool place, and we all love each other. Until next time, spread love, spread positive vibes. Do something great today. There's no faith needed around you, and there's unlimited faith within you. And with that being said, have a super mega awesome day. We are out.